the bloodlust.
Me too.
I want to kill. Let's kill.
Hello, welcome to The Bloodlust, your go-to podcast for classy broads and a token dude talking horror. My name's Amy, I'm the host of Jan's show, and tonight we are going to be talking about a Christmas movie. It is that time of year, folks, whether we want it to be or not. The movie we're talking about tonight is Finnish import, rare exports, A Christmas Tale. See what I did there?
Oh, I liked it.
Thank you. Joining me tonight, we got Jamie.
Yellow.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
One of the original, the OG Bloodlusters.
That's right.
We have our two recent additions, Susie and Eddie.
Hello.
Hiya.
What's up, you guys?
Doing well.
And Karen could not make it tonight because she is in retail. God love her.
So basically, hell.
So this is the gauntlet for her.
Please send your thoughts and prayers to Karen.
Yes. Share if you agree. In her place tonight, please welcome back Lindsay. You might have enjoyed her from such episodes as the Final Girls episode.
The only episode I was in, but
That's
I'm sure
right.
they enjoyed it.
I'm sure they enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. So we got the group together. Why don't we do an icebreaker?
Mm-hmm. Is this the first day of class?
Well, I thought we'd try it. Lindsay and I were talking about something this week while we should have been working. Lindsay, do you want to tell them what we were talking about?
Yeah, so I was thinking, it's the holidays. So it's the perfect time to play this game, which you probably played with all of your families growing up, which is, marry, fuck, kill. Of course, that classic game.
Fun for kids of all ages.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking about, some of the characters that have been discussed in the recent podcasts and how much they frighten me and also how much they frighten Eddie. So I thought it would be fun to play this game and to pose it to Eddie and Susie and Jamie. Okay, are you guys ready?
Sure, of course.
Okay, so here are your three characters. The first is Rainn Wilson's character from Cooties.
Gross.
The second is the witch from The Green Inferno. And the third is the old lady from The Visit. Fuck, marry, kill.
Huh.
I know it's a tough one. I made it challenging purposely.
I'll go on this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna fuck the witch from The Green Inferno. Because
I love it put like that.
It'd be some wild voodoo jungle sex.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that, I think.
She'd probably bite the head off a chicken while she was going at it.
Yikes.
I'm good. Oh, yeah. All the things that could get involved. Mm-hmm. We'd have finger foods afterwards. It'd be delightful.
Little
It's
tartar.
fun.
I'm going to marry Rainn Wilson.
Oh,
Just because I have to kill Nana. I'll switch up. I'll live that lifestyle. I'm ready to marry a man if it's between that and having to spend a second with Nana from The Visit.
Are you trying
play
to imagine
sports
your
together.
lives together? Because
Yeah, I think it'd be all right. I mean, we'd be a nice middle class family, play some sports together,
yeah.
get a small dog.
It's what everyone hopes for.
Do the two of you have any opinions on this?
I guess I would kind of have Eddie's reasoning for going with the witch from Green Inferno.
You want that woman close to your vagina. With her finger knife.
I want her closer than I want Rainn Wilson.
Wow.
So I'll just put that out there. So I would definitely kill Rainn Wilson. Like immediately. That would be the first of the three things I would want to do. And then I would marry Nana. because, without the creepy guy there, Grandpa, maybe you can sort of get her more comfortable to, like, baking cookies all the time.
That's true. If you could corral her.
Yeah,
Which ties in
have
with our
something
movie
nice
tonight.
worked out. She would just do all sorts of grandma things, maybe, but, like, in a crazy way, which could be fun.
I wouldn't be that upset if I walked in and my spouse was laughing to herself and listening to yodeling.
Yeah, it was like, you want to play creepy hide and seek
At
under
least
the
she
house?
has a zest for life. She's getting excited about something.
It's true. I mean,
Her enthusiasm is
it keeps her
impressive.
brain active, which is good.
Yeah.
And she's fast. We know she's fast, so
Yeah, if
can
you need things
probably-
done
She's
in
got
a
a
hurry.
decent rear end for an old lady.
Yeah, honestly, I've seen worse.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, for sure.
So, those be my thoughts.
I think I'm on your side, except I'd probably kill Nana.
Oh.
I would kill Nana and I would marry the witch. Because she's
Yes.
badass looking.
You'd probably spend your days doing really wild, cool jungle shit.
She would probably, yeah, she lives in a nice climate. I can relocate.
You'd have to get used to people eating raw meat in front of you. Your spouse eating raw meat in front of you.
Yeah,
all over the
but-
place because she's always popping out eyeballs and biting off tongues and
As we
whatnot.
have possibly discussed in the past, I have less of an issue with it as it is free range, shall we say.
Okay.
oh my gosh.
Knowing that plucking someone's eyeball while they're alive is still
Well, they
essentially
were-
like,
That's torture, sure.
I'm just saying.
But that
it's,
kid,
like,
I
not
mean,
perfect.
he was irritating. They were all irritating.
Oh, okay. So it's
Guys,
alright.
if we're all on a desert island together, let's make sure that we are all not irritating to Amy, because apparently that's all it takes.
Oh no, on a desert island, Amy would obviously now be the first one I kill.
Well,
I would
I
use
would-
your skin to make the roof of my teepee.
that's nice of you.
He's such a tiny teepee.
And then I'd feel like you're with me always.
I would love that I could provide you shade. It would mean a lot to me. If I don't rise to the top of the ranks, if we're on a desert island and take over and become a tyrant, then you are welcome to kill and eat me. It's fine.
Okay.
Probably be insufferable.
No,
after
now
a
that we
while.
know your plan.
Yeah, and
we
I
100%
would like to
do.
take over.
I mean, you pretty much just showed us your hand.
I did. I'm
So
upfront
let's
about
hope
it.
that doesn't happen.
I will be the first person to resort to cannibalism. I guarantee
just like to-
goddamn to
I-
you that.
Here's something we don't discuss about cannibalism, even though I think it's disgusting. You don't eat the fat off of people. So I don't know why you talk about how you would like save the fat ones, because you eat muscle.
Right.
And Amy's quite muscular, so she would probably be a delicious filling meal.
Not
And probably
anymore,
low
really,
calorie
not
because
as
you're
much.
like pretty small and lean.
I'd be lean.
Have you ever had a little dish called prime rib? Because that's a good portion of that is fat, and it's like delicious meat butter.
Right.
Yeah, I don't eat
true.
the fat part, though.
that's disgusting. Meat butter.
You don't eat the fat? I think the fat's what people enjoy about it, right? Like, and the chicken
Yeah,
skin.
that's-
People love
that's
chicken
the whole
skin.
point of it.
Yeah, see, I
I
don't
love
eat any of
chicken
that.
skin.
Yeah, it's,
Oh,
I
see,
do
Eddie,
not
we should
enjoy it.
share some kind of large dinner together, because then you can eat the fatty parts, I can eat the other parts, and Amy can sit there and vomit watching us eat. It'll be
yeah.
perfect.
I can eat the parsley on the edge of your plates. But probably not, because it would be saturated with blood. You murderers. Love you
Well.
all. And that has been our team building warm-up exercise.
I think it was really successful.
I think it went over really well. What do you
Yeah.
guys think? Great.
I think we nailed it.
No, I
Yeah.
feel closer to you.
I do. I feel closer to all of you. So, I was going to ask you guys about, real quick, before we start to discuss rare exports, do you have a favorite Christmas-themed horror movie?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to tell me what it is?
Yeah, oh, I thought we were
yes,
all
I
gonna,
do.
like, wait, okay. Scrooged.
Do you think that that's scary?
When I was a kid, I certainly thought it was scary. It actually, I watched it last Christmas, and that, you know, that part, I'm sure everyone's seen the movie, yes? The part where the homeless man freezes.
Oh, yeah.
That used to make me like really, really upset as a kid. Not scared, but cry and very, very sad. And I watched it as an adult, and it made me just as sad, and it totally made me cry. But I thought that the part with, you know, when he used to open up his coat and it had all like the heads in it, that really, really scared me as a kid. As an adult, obviously, it doesn't scare me as much, but still kind of, I mean, it's gross. There's gross parts of it, but I think it's a wonderful movie. I love it.
Will the judges accept that?
Sure.
Judges accept.
All right. I really love Gremlins, and that is a Christmas-themed horror movie.
I didn't think about that one being one.
Yeah. It's Christmas music playing on the soundtrack the whole time. The town's getting ready for Christmas. He's a Christmas gift, Gizmo.
I've actually never seen it because my parents wouldn't let me see it as a kid.
Oh, because it's gratuitously violent?
Well, I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of various media as a child, so I've never seen Goonies. I've never seen that. There's a ton of movies I've never seen. Yeah, so that's, I think one of the reasons why I have probably such issues with horror movies is that I was never allowed to watch like anything as a kid.
Yeah, you weren't adequately prepared for adulthood.
Yeah, like the first horror movie I ever saw was It, and it was when I was 12, and it did not go well.
That's a really...
No, that didn't even go well when
one.
I'd seen it, and I had watched a lot of horror movies before that.
Yeah, that's throwing you into the deep end.
Yeah, I really jumped into the deep end with that one.
Even though it is not violent and not bloody, it's scary as hell.
Well, the suicide part's bloody.
And the blood in the sink.
But I mean, it was, at that time, you couldn't show horrific things on television, unlike now.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can show anything, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does Nightmare Before Christmas count as a horror movie? No.
It scared me. I'm sorry. I know everything scares me.
Oh my
so
God,
it's kind of
what?
silly for me to say, but yeah, that movie
scared
really
you.
scared me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I just watched that with my 4-year-old daughter this week after we put up our Christmas tree. And I was thinking this is like her first tipping her toes into the water of scary things.
How'd she do?
I mean, she killed it. She loved it.
That's great.
The part where the boogeyman comes out, I'm thinking, oh, this is what's going to get her.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, what's that guy called? I said, the boogeyman. She asked why, and I told her, he sneaks up under your bed. He takes bad kids. And she was just like, oh, so he's like a ninja. Okay. So she was like super psyched and just thought the boogeyman was really cool.
I can conquer that. That's fine.
She's a very fearless little girl.
That's amazing. You got to let her watch Willy Wonka now and see how she does with the boat ride.
Oh yeah, that was really scary too.
But I think Rare Exports is my favorite Christmas-themed horror movie. It is. It is.
That's
I love
great.
this movie.
I guess that my favorite is Black Christmas because it's probably the only slasher movie that I actually like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely a Christmas-themed movie.
It is. I would probably say the same thing. I don't enjoy Christmas-themed movies as it is, so I tend not to watch them, so I don't have many to choose from, but Black Christmas is one of the few slasher movies that I will watch again. But I did really like Rare Exports, so it might be the only other type of Christmas movie I'll watch.
And Gremlins, right?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Die Hard.
Well, yeah.
Fine
Fuck
Christmas
yeah.
film.
If this was our favorite Christmas action thriller, then yeah, that's an obvious winner.
I've also never seen Die Hard.
I've never seen Die Hard either.
Well, those movies
so
are
good.
fucking great.
Yeah, they're really, really good movies.
All right, guys, what do you think? Breaky time? Mm-hmm. Breaky time, come on. Breaky time, come on. Let's take a quick break here. When we come back, we will discuss...
Oh, that was part of it?
Yeah.
I hope.
Yikes.
When we come back...
The people want spectacle, and we'll give it to them.
Yeah.
And by God.
And by God, we're going to give it to him. When we come back, Rare Exports. Stay tuned.
Attention, minions of the Bloodlust. This is your benevolent overlord, King Bloodlust, ensuring you're subscribed to the following media outlets: via Twitter at _the_bloodlust_ or on Instagram at the bloodlust or on Facebook, or you can find us at thebloodlust.net. Also, don't forget to leave us reviews and ratings on iTunes, Stitcher, wherever you listen. Overlord has spoken.
All right, we're back. We are ready to talk about Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale. This movie was written and directed by Jalmari Helander. He's Finnish. From Finland. It stars Jorma Tommila, Peeter, Jakobi, and Onni Tommila. It was released in 2010, and it is rated R. So, like I said, this is from Finland, and it was made by Mr. Helander as a prequel to his 2 short films, which are called Rare Exports, Inc. and Rare Exports Official Safety Instructions. You can find them on Vimeo if you look. They are easily findable.
If you look and if your heart is pure.
Yes. And if you answer 3 riddles. This movie was pretty well received. It got an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. You can find it on Amazon. It's currently available for streaming free on Amazon Prime if you get a 14-day trial to Tribeca's shortlist.
I don't even know what that means.
Or you can get it on Netflix, or you can pay for it. And the characters of this movie are Peeter and his dad. He's played by Onni Tommila, and then his dad is played by Jorma Tommila, which is his real-life dad, which is cute.
Yeah, that is cute.
When I was watching the movie, I thought, oh, that's a precious relationship. They have chemistry, but they don't look anything alike.
Does not look like a biological son.
No, but that's his son.
And Bjork is his mother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this movie stars probably the cutest little kid I've seen in a movie.
Yeah.
In a good long while. This kid's right up there with the little girl in City of Lost Children for adorableness. And I think, and I know that he's very snotty-nosed, like he always has a lot of snot going on, but the little boy in Let the Right One In is freaking adorable.
Yeah, I can't get past the snot.
So this movie is about Peeter, or I'm going to call him P, or Peter, or whatever you want.
Peter. I think Peter's fine.
He lives with his dad and some other manly men in northern Finland, right where Finland borders Russia. And they live by butchering reindeer, which I know it sounds barbaric, but reindeer's a big thing there. It's kind of a delicacy. There are some shady foreign businessmen, and they are digging into a mountain that is nearby their small outpost of a village where they live. And the folklore in that region claims that this mountain, or just kind of mound, is the home of a monster that was trapped there hundreds of years ago. It's not a real mountain, it's a man-made burial mound. And unsurprisingly, the shady company is drilling into the mountain to release this ancient beast. And the only person who has caught wise to this is this little boy. He's the only one that knows what's really going on. And what's really going on is, basically, Santa is a real person, and actually he's a terrifying monster, and he's coming to get all of the naughty kids.
Well, Santa's a demon.
Yes.
It's
Not a
demon.
person, I
And
suppose.
huge.
Mm-hmm.
Santa is a
Horns.
giant monster, and he's coming to kill you all. If you're naughty.
If you're naughty.
No smoking, no cussing.
No drinking.
Watch behind your ears.
Watch behind your ears.
That's right. And don't act all crazy, because it startles him.
So basically, Santa's like your really judgmental aunt at the Christmas dinner table. That's who he is.
Or your crabby downstairs neighbors. So that's what this movie is about. And it is a pretty funny kind of fantasy movie. Not super terrifying, I wouldn't say. But it does have horror elements.
For sure. I thought some of the scenes with, like, with the old man when we first see it was really pretty unsettling.
It's true.
If you're very
With his
scared
little-
of elderly man penis,
Wow.
you'll be terrified of this film.
Watch it.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
If saggy balls creep you out,
Lots of flopping.
And they do, for everyone.
and they should,
Like
then
a
you
bunch
might
of wind
find
socks.
this a bunch of wind socks. You might find this disturbing.
My mom told me the other day on the phone that it is true that when men get old, their balls get really saggy and wrinkly. I don't know
That's
why she
awful.
felt like she needed to tell me this on the phone, but
She needed to
did.
tell somebody.
Yeah. I was like, okay, can't wait, Mom. Thanks.
Yeah, that's not pleasant.
I'm sure awful things happen to us too, to be fair.
Impossible.
So what did we think of this movie, guys?
I love this movie. I watched this movie first time, I think 2 years ago, and had no idea what to expect in it. I kind of wasn't paying attention, then I looked back and I saw an onslaught of what I thought to be naked Santa Claus men coming. And I don't know. After that, I immediately just rewound a whole lot, shut up at the party, and began watching this movie to see how that got to that point. But I love everything in it. All the characters, all the men in the movie remind me of like all the people all the men in my family are very similar to all the men in this movie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Like the whole just the way that the dad was raising his son to be tough but still didn't show him everything. Like when they were butchering, dad's working, come in with your eyes closed. Like it was
Yeah.
the whole predetermined routine. And the movie had a lot of sweet parts too. When little man is sacrificing, when he's thinking he's sacrificing himself, oh, you better believe these eyes were running a little bit of water down him. That little kid was the man.
Yeah.
He was so cute. Such a
And
brave
they-
little boy.
He was such a brave little boy. Tell father what I did. It's like, oh, you little brave angel child.
Yeah, precious
It's
pie.
understandable.
Little
I thought
precious
they-
baby.
They made a movie where Santa Claus is the villain, and I think they did it without making it cheesy. It wasn't cheesy to me at all. Like, I think most Christmas horror would have an element of cheese, but I just didn't feel it in this.
No, they didn't. I mean, it doesn't take itself seriously at all. But the actors in it play it completely straight.
They play it. It's deadpan perfectly.
The Santa is taken completely seriously.
Oh, for sure. There's no lighthearted jokes about, I don't know. They don't work anything in to make it seem other than this is a very serious event.
Right, because they even say, like, this isn't the Coca-Cola Santa. The Coca-Cola Santa is fake. So they don't bank on that sort of cheesy, jolly Santa that everyone's used to. The whole movie is telling you that Santa is the opposite of that.
I didn't know there was the short films prior to this movie. And I just watched those. And I'm glad they went the route they did in the movie instead of the short films. Where I like the whole aspect of the little boy looking back into lore and then having to convince the men what was happening. I liked all of it.
They did a great job of adapting shorts and making it something that didn't feel like an overlong short, the way that sometimes can happen when you adapt something that's short. They picked the right thing to make a full movie out of from those shorts. Do you know what I mean?
I do for sure. I mean, the shorts by themselves were cool, but they had it was the lead up to the shock of they're hunting Father Christmas.
Yeah.
And instead of having the story of some specialized Father Christmas hunters, I'm glad they gave us the legend of how those guys came to be as a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Eddie, okay, so since you are the token dude, did you even notice or really kind of make a mental note that there were no women in this film?
I did. That's why I had an extra soft spot between the father and the son. I was like, oh, he's got to raise them all on his own. Out with all these. And he seemed to be, what was there, one other kid that he was friends with?
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty much that little boy had to hang out with some hard old men and his one buddy. with no mom. So it made it extra sweet. I like that element.
So, Eddie's take. Like that there are no women in there messing up this movie, making it all pussified.
Hey, that seemed to be like no place for any woman would want to be.
No smart woman.
No smart woman.
That's true.
In
I will
a
head to
reindeer
warmer
slaughter
climates,
camp with a
please.
bunch of other fellas.
I didn't even notice it, to be honest. But
Really?
that's not necessarily something I look for or pay attention to when I watch movies. So
I couldn't help but notice there are no women in this. There may be a couple in the scene where they all huddle around to get when they imagine that the reindeer are going to be getting there, because there's a bunch of people. There might be some women.
Yeah,
but
I noticed there are like 2 there, but they don't speak or anything or aren't acknowledged in any way.
Thank God.
Finally, women are quiet. That's what I wanted for Christmas.
they were probably on their periods.
That's what brought all the Father Christmases around.
they all had to go to the period hut.
They got angry and killed all those reindeer.
Why do you think Santa Claus's suit is red?
That's right. Santa Claus is coming to town is a new euphemism I'm
Is
going
the
to
new
use.
euphemism.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, were you really that bothered by the fact that there weren't women in this? I mean, normally, yes, I am, and I understand why you're bringing it up, and I appreciate that. But I feel like this story, it was a story that made sense with an all-male cast. It didn't bother me that there weren't women around. I mean, and it just totally made sense with that setting. Like, it's so barren and so hard, like...
It's like a work camp where men go off. We'll be back in 3 months.
Right.
We're going to go wait for the herd. We'll be back.
Yeah. And I mean, yes, these are all stereotypes, and I'm feeding stereotypes by saying these things, but it didn't bother me. I don't know.
I wouldn't say it bothered me. I just noticed it. I thought it was interesting.
But here's the reality, though. If you had a horror movie that only had women and didn't have a single man, that would be a big deal, and it would be noted that there were no men. We have a horror movie that have only men and no women, and it's like, well, it was okay, I don't know.
Yeah, and people don't even notice. You're right. That's true.
I think that the story, for me, obviously, I feel very differently than Eddie, but I think the story would have been helped by having a female character in there somewhere. But I guess
it would have been nice.
Yeah.
Sure, just like it would have been nice to have like a couple precious kittens in there too. Like it wasn't something that when I watched it, I even noticed in like that it was taking away from the movie.
I would like some more kitten representation.
Yeah, this is something I've never even thought about to consider. I was just like, oh, this is solid.
I feel like if they'd have given him a mom, it would have been one more adult ignoring him, and that would have just made me sadder.
Yeah.
Like this,
I don't think that it's really a criticism of the movie. It's more a criticism of the goddamn patriarchy, that it's not a thing,
Yes.
that it is just what Lindsay said. Nobody even thinks about that. Yes, there are no women in this movie, but she's exactly right that if this were reversed, it would definitely be made note of, and it would be the first thing you mention when you talk about the movie.
Yes.
What about all the movies where there's just several women get put in a precarious situation, and the precarious situation is generally horrible, deranged, rapist men? It's like, what about, I don't know, I've seen that in several horror movies.
Or like The Descent, where it's like all.
It's like,
all
okay,
women.
there are men and women, but the men are just rape monsters.
Well, I mean, you don't meet very many female rape monsters, to be fair.
That's profiling.
Maybe they're better at covering their tracks.
Profiling.
I'm just saying in general, in society. If horror movies are meant to reflect what we're afraid of, society is not afraid of female rape monsters.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
We're going deep on this.
Yeah, it's like, men,
so
if you want to be represented less in the rape monster category, stop being all the rape monsters.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
So, Eddie, you enjoyed this movie. You would definitely recommend that others see it. Let me ask you
I love
something. What is the age that you think that you will let your daughter watch this?
As soon as she's a smart little kid. I would think when she's like, I don't know. I could see her watching it at age 8.
Yeah.
How old's the boy in the movie? You think 12?
Yeah, probably.
You think 12? I thought he was way younger than that. He still has a teddy bear he talks
8
to.
And he's
12.
still walking around in his chonies, like he looks like a little baby.
Yeah, I don't think
Is that
he's
what 12-year-olds
When he's
look
running
like?
outside in his tiny little underwear, and
Yeah.
he looks like he's just like, wait, I don't
He
know.
looks like a
That's what
baby.
Susan
terrible.
just said.
I'm
in
terrible at
Susie.
kids' ages, I guess. That they're all just. Like,
Well, I guess
don't
maybe
know.
like 4th, 5th grade, which would be, depending.
8 or 9.
9, 10.
Yeah.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah, if she wanted to. As soon as she wants to watch anything, I'll let her do it. Whatever. She's got to get ready for things.
I like the way you think. All right. Jamie, what'd you think about this movie?
I liked it. I hadn't ever heard of this movie, really, actually, surprisingly, until Eddie recommended it.
That's great.
So, yeah, that's a pleasant surprise. And plus, since I try to not necessarily, like, learn anything about a movie, watch it, like, read other reviews of it or watch things about it, that made it even better because it wasn't something I'd ever heard of. So I really had zero expectation. It's weird because I don't know if I enjoyed it so much because I didn't like Final Girls, and that was like the last one that we had watched, and we've been doing so many horror comedies, so it's different that it's been a while since we've gone to a movie that's kind of more actual horror. But I really think I liked how it looked visually. It was a really cool movie. It sort of did a good job of being creepy visually, but also having that feel of like a fanciful kids, like fairy tale type movie. Yeah, it like had that sort of soft, hazy lighting around the kid, and then some bright colors, and I just thought that blended really well with scenes where it shows the dad inside his little, I don't know, work area that where he was butchering something, and there's blood on the walls, or like the creepy old man is there.
Or just having his dad in the shot with his work clothes with a bloody apron on.
Yeah, sure. Or building that terrifying trap in the front of his yard that's a bunch of sharpened sticks in a hole with like meat, a pig's head dangling above it. You know, it's like...
But they made a magical place out of something like that.
And I think it was totally successful. I didn't have to sort of take a minute to get used to it. It just was... You got it, like, right away, and you were okay with it.
It's kind of what a kid would see, how a kid would see magical stuff around them, no matter where they lived.
Right, it's just a part of everyday life. You know, you just can easily go from one to the other. So I really liked that a lot, and I would definitely recommend this movie. I think it had a lot of fun imagery. Not only was, like, the old man, when they first catch him, like, really unsettling because he was so thin and not interacting with anybody and hunched over and dirty. It's
naked.
Like, exactly. Like, everything is very unsettling. Like, that's not how you want to see an old man that immediately sort of looks like Santa, especially since what we've all grown up with the idea of Santa being, that's the opposite. And I loved little touches like how the boys, I don't know if it was like an advent calendar or just some sort of Christmassy calendar, but it had those like little doors at the top that said 24, and then how when they get to the hangar or the workshop at the very end, it has the big 24 on it. Like, they were just, I don't know, really cool touches, and it was a fun movie to watch. I wasn't even in my best state of mind because this week has been a nightmare getting ready for holidays and stuff, and so I watched American Horror Story and then this immediately after. So the fact that I liked it as much as I did while being so tired and sort of maybe not 100% focusing, I think says a lot. It was a fun movie.
That's great.
So that's my take.
Nice. Lindsay, you want to go next?
Sure. I feel like I kind of have opposite taste at this point of Jamie and Eddie. I did not like this movie. I thought it was very boring, and it was not scary. I feel very guilty saying that because after seeing the 2 short films, it's obvious that the people who made this are very passionate about what they made. But I just thought it was, really boring. I would not recommend it. I enjoyed it slightly more the second time I watched it because I did want to give it, a fair shake. But the first time I saw it, I literally had to pause it like 5 times. And then the whole scene at the end, I don't want to necessarily spoil it right now, but it was ridiculous. It made no sense. And the little boy, it's that kind of trope. How do you say it? Trope. I really dislike the whole the little kid knows what's happening but no one else does trope in horror movies or scary movies, because kids are stupid and they don't know more than adults, which is why we're adults and they're kids. So I
love you, Lindsay.
Spoken like a true parent.
You're all idiots. You know nothing. You are very small and inexperienced.
Anytime in a movie where you have it's where all the kids, they get what's going on, but the parents, they just don't get it, which happens in horror movies incredibly frequently. I constantly think, no, you don't know what's going on. You live in a fantasy world. I certainly did as a child. I had no idea what was going on. I mean, I thought that, all sorts of ridiculous things are true when I was a kid, and I believed in a lot of like magical thinking, which is great, but you're not going to solve problems that way. And the one thing that I did note, and this is from being a parent, that I didn't think this movie was creepy, or I also did not think it was funny. I feel horrible. I'm being very mean about this movie, but I didn't think it was funny at all. And maybe, I made fun of Eddie's sense of humor in our last episode, but maybe we just have very different senses of humor. Because when you guys kept on talking about how it was like, it was so great they played it straight, there was no point in which I laughed. I was like, huh. And I will say that the kids in this movie, maybe it's just a difference in the way that they were raised, but I did think it was very funny that all of the kids had disappeared and he was calling them, and that none of the parents seemed very alarmed. Like, all the parents were like, oh yeah, he's not here. I'm sorry, but if you live in like the frozen tundra of Finland and your child goes missing, like, be alarmed. That is an alarming situation.
Well, there's like a 85% chance a wolf ate
I was just
them.
going to say, you don't think they just assume, oh, Timmy got wolf. Like, like, that's just it. That's just the way of life. Like, times are tough.
And the kid at the end, much like the previous movie that we talked about, Final Girls, where you have this character who just wasn't very brave or particularly smart, etc. And all of a sudden at the very end of the movie, they have this moment where they become like an amazing genius protagonist. And I just don't like that.
Oh, I gotta disagree with you on that. I feel like this kid was super smart the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
I would also say that he was super brave, because as a kid, and if that was my dad, and he's constantly telling me, like, stay there, don't come forward, I don't know that I would test his...
Because your dad is a
test
badass?
what he's going to do. And he carries a gun everywhere, he's shooting things, like, he can look at 583 or whatever it was, reindeer carcasses and be fine. I mean, we see the kid, like, when he walks in on his dad, the dad is, like, butchering that dead animal,
Yeah.
We already get, well, your dad's kind of...
He's a tough guy.
He's intense.
He wants to hold a man hostage
Perhaps
to
I
get
was
money.
more afraid as a child, but if that was my dad, I don't know that I would test him quite as often as this kid did.
He's not afraid of his dad at all.
Oh, I think he's absolutely afraid of his dad. I think that dad, like, definitely smacks his kid around. They didn't show it in the movie, but I was like, that dad, he would smack him.
I mean, he pushes him around. He does. They show it in the movie.
But
he's a rough, manly kind of dude who lives in a bad environment. My thing is, the kid was researching it. He finds out there's no Santa. He's all upset about it. Or that Santa's dead, that there was a Santa, and that the adults have been lying to him. So he decides to research. I don't know where he got all those books from, but whatever. He knows everything that's going on before anybody else does. He's able to predict things that are going to happen based on the stuff that he's read. I mean, that kid was on top of it.
To put that, he put that awesome his armor. Throws his armor together.
Yeah, and I was going to say, he
thinking.
even, like, puts that empty pan on the floor so that when he's holding the keys, if he falls asleep, the keys hit the pan and make a noise to wake him up. Like, that's, like, some Home Alone shit.
All I'm saying is, that kid is real smart. I wouldn't underestimate him.
Booby trap the fireplace.
Yeah, a bear
He's a finished Kevin McAllister.
I don't know. I will. The little kid was adorable. The actor playing the little kid, he was a good actor, and
Yes.
he was super, super cute. I don't know. I was kind of like, meh. I guess that a part of it too is that I was bored. So if I'm bored, I'm less likely to like a main character. But I also thought, okay, so you have these adults, and they're totally clueless. They're trying to trap wolves, and then they get this old man that they accidentally trap, and they bring him inside, and they're like, well, oh crap, what did we do? And they seem to suddenly decide and believe that he's Santa Claus pretty damn fast. Like, over about a 10-minute period, they go from like, who is this old man? He must be an American, to like, oh, he's Santa Claus. And I was like, really? That fast? That's how quick it takes you to change your mind? Really?
But he came back from the dead. Right?
I don't know if
Sort
he was
of.
dead.
And plus they like live in the land where, in the area of the world where that whole story is supposed to have originated. That's like a fairy tale, a myth that's clearly ingrained in that like the people, and it's a very small village, so I don't know. It didn't, and plus I feel like the movie when it starts sort of sets it up to be fanciful-ish and magical, so I didn't find it that difficult to sort of suspend my belief and buy into that. Because I'd be like, they were questioning it at first, but then, I don't know, what they think, like, we're a small sort of group of people, like, maybe this isn't so crazy. Plus, you knew that's where it was going anyway.
I did like that the bad guy was American. That, like, the main guy was... I thought that was hilarious. And immediately, when I realized he was American, I just started laughing. Because I was like, I love it when I watch foreign films and we're the bad guys. Like, it's so funny to me. Because I'm so used to, obviously, we're always the good guys in everything we watch.
Especially because
I
it
thought that
was
nice,
definitely
too.
not an American trying to imitate an American.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
All Americans are just skinny, long-bearded, elderly men. They all look alike.
I also liked, I liked that he kind of seemed like the Nazis from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Did anyone else pick that up? That's what I thought about him immediately, because he was like, oh, we're here. Did you get the package? Where's the package? And I was like, oh, I like that.
Nazis are always wanting a package.
They do.
They're always expecting some, like, important delivery.
That's right. So, Lindsay, do you think that you would recommend this movie?
No. Oh, God, no.
Lindsay says, stay away.
Lindsay says nay.
No, I just think there's a lot of other fun things out there to watch. And this was just... was so boring to me. But I know it was also, I will say that I looked at the Rotten Tomatoes thing after I saw it, and it was the same kind of reverse of Eddie from last time too, is that when he saw how well Final Girls did, and he was like, what? That was me looking at the reviews for this. I saw 88%, and I was like, what? I was absolutely shocked. I thought that no one would like this movie. So
well, look at
obviously
that.
I'm just, maybe I'm just wrong. I'm willing to say maybe I'm just wrong.
I don't think there's any wrong.
The shoe is on the other foot.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I guess these were good companion episodes to do right next to each other.
Yeah.
We haven't had very many movies that we've watched where people have felt so strongly on one side and then the other.
Yeah.
So it's kind of refreshing to feel so opposite.
Would you say it's a Christmas miracle?
No.
No, I wouldn't either. Susie, what do you think about this movie?
I'm Team Eddie on this one. Team Eddie, Team Jamie. I liked it.
Atta girl.
I mean, you can't. The child is Peeter is just so darn likable. He's precious, and I mean, I do see some of the points. Like, I'm so sick of the kid finding stuff out and knowing what's going on and being savvy to the story, but the parents being like, shut up, like, you don't know what you're talking about. Go back to being a kid.
Right.
It's frustrating, and yes, I'm getting sick of seeing that as well.
I love that formula.
It just bothers me.
It's very identifiable.
I mean,
we've all been there.
We have parents here. Like, if your kid came up to you and said, I think Santa Claus is real and that he's what they're trying to get out of the mountain, parents, what would you say? Would you believe your crazy kid, or would you smack him up and say, go back to bed, you nutter?
I would do neither. I would probably, first of all, I would be amazed by the level of creativity. But if my daughter walked down and she was wearing like full on gear like that and thought that Santa was going to come and try to like beat the crap out of her, I would probably call a psychiatrist. That would probably be my first action.
I'd be so psyched.
I would probably
this
put
is
on
the
similar
moment I've
gear.
been waiting for my whole life.
And to be like, let's
I'm
do
ready
this shit.
to go on a Goonies-like adventure. Let's roll.
So I don't know. I mean, I never feel like the parents have a believable reaction when their child comes to them with these concerns.
Well, what kind of movie would that make?
In this case,
I wouldn't. I mean, the movie would be over in 5 seconds because the parent would be like, oh shit, let's get out of here.
I do feel like they gave a plausible reason why the dad, even though he obviously did seem to be like a nice, caring father, wouldn't be listening to his kid. I mean, he did just lose their livelihood for the whole,
Yeah, he's already worried about bankruptcy.
Right.
He's making gingerbread cookies for Christmas dinner. Like, that's it. These thin, sad little, even though they seem delicious every time they eat them.
I know. Whenever they had them, I was like, ooh,
I was like, I
gingerbread
definitely
cookies.
want to try that.
I really do love gingerbread.
I do too.
Really
they were
good.
in that town. It was acceptable to eat that for any meal.
I just feel like, I mean, I don't like that either. It's done to death.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a reason why it's done, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's very relatable. And in this case, they did at least give a good reason why. Because he had a lot of shit on his mind.
Yeah. But again, if you're the only person that this child has in the world to share this question with, like, I mean, I think if you were a good parent, you would fight through that and at least
Give him some more of your time.
something.
Yeah.
And I understand, like, it didn't bother me that much, but I agree with Lindsay. I'm a little sick of seeing it. And then the other thing that you brought up, Amy, was that, this small boy in the middle of nowhere all of a sudden has these 20 ancient texts on Santa Claus to do all this research. Where the hell did this kid get these books from?
Amazon. Hello. He's a Prime member. That's free 2-day shipping.
Anywhere in the world.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's suspension of disbelief is necessary to get through this. I mean, especially considering it's Santa Claus. But.
Sure. It's like it sort of expects you to go back and get into sort of like a child mindset.
It's a fairy tale.
Yeah. Where it's like, we're giving
it's,
you some fantasy stuff and you're just going to go with it.
Yeah. And it is beautifully filmed. Like, it really, just the stark contrast of colors, like you said, between the scenery and Peter's bright clothing. It's pretty to watch, and I enjoyed it. There were definitely slow parts, and I mean, again, for those people out there that cannot get past watching subtitled films, might not be the movie for you, but overall, I would recommend it.
The subtitles only helped me realize that Finnish people need to really work on their curse words, because they said like fiddlesticks at one point, or at least that's how it was translated. So if we can't translate it to anything else, like, guys, you are in a harsh climate. It's okay to like.
You think they'd have the best curse words, right?
Yeah,
because they have the worst things happen to them.
I know.
Their curse words should be appropriately good.
There was another one that was really great. I can't remember it, but they were all very like PG.
Yeah. As an aside, on the one short, the safety video, for anybody who watched it, when he curses in Finnish, I think that's what they speak, right? Mm-hmm. When the guy curses, and that's like, and he was drinking, and those are the two things that the Father Christmases hate, and Father Christmas like bursts out of the crate and like flies at him. It was great.
Whatever, I don't know what that word translated to, but it sounded like a really good.
That one sounded good, and they
word.
didn't translate it. It just said curses. You know?
Curses.
So we can leave it up to our imagination, I guess.
I have to say, Finnish sounds really cool.
It sounds pretty.
I think that might be the land for me.
Yeah, I really enjoy how
watching.
that.
I was like, that. I want to go to
Do
there. I
you?
want to live
You want
there.
to live there.
I do.
See, that whole thing looked, I mean, it's beautiful, but it looked miserable. I would never.
Oh, I would love
The
it.
I
whole
feel like that
time I
makes a
was
nice
thinking,
postcard, and that's about it.
why would anyone want to live there? But here I've got someone in my very circle of friends
look
who
at
would
that.
want to live there. So, which one of us is crazy? I
Amy,
think it's
look
you.
at where you live. You live in Michigan. That's halfway there. In
As
terms
I
of
have
the
said
winter you guys
before,
have.
I made a choice, and maybe it wasn't the best choice. But I've got roots now.
Can anyone fill me in on why this is rated R, though?
Penises.
Oh, yeah, dude. All the peens.
Just because of the penises?
Peens galore. Yeah, of course.
There's like a whole mountain
Not even-
full of them.
Swinging.
No boners.
it's
A
like-
whole mountain of.
Yeah,
Oh,
get it together,
what's the big
America.
deal, though?
wagon and
I mean, I
wobbling
don't
to-
think it's a big deal, but
It's
you know,
one scene, and besides that, it's not like it's overly violent. There's not a whole lot of blood. Like, it's pretty
violence and
mild
blood
film.
are fine, my friend.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with violence and blood. It's peens
Oh.
and vages that people
Yep.
get upset about.
Sweet, sweet puritanical.
It's your, your
America.
private parts.
I hear people at work talk about things. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take my kid. There wasn't any nudity. They were talking about Star Wars. Just some violence. It's just rated PG-13 for violence, so it's totally fine. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Can I
That's-
say
it's
something
where we
for
live.
the record? If
Please.
this movie was called Mountain of Dicks instead of Rare Exports, I would have liked it more.
What if it's called Rare Exports: Mountain of Dicks instead of A Christmas Tale?
That would be hilarious. And
That's like the porn parody of this.
I do not want to see the
I think
porn
it's agreed.
parody of
Nobody
this.
likes to see penises. They're not a good-looking.
I
thing.
think they're
But
hilarious,
why-
though.
No,
That's
they're
why-
hilarious.
They're always funny.
I like to
Naked
see
dudes
them.
always
They're
funny.
very invasive.
Naked
like,
women generally hot.
I don't.
Yeah. I think that my favorite uses of peens have been for comedic reasons, like what's his face in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
That was a funny scene.
Oh, yeah, that was really
And in
funny.
this was funny. I think it was great.
I've pulled the be the get naked guy at parties several times. That used to be my thing, and it's a great thing. It went over well
I am
every
so
single
glad
time.
I know that. That's amazing.
It always does. I think it's great to have somebody like that. I think it adds a little bit of spice to a party.
Yeah,
And someone's got to do it, and God bless you, sir.
I do my part.
Yeah. I enjoyed this movie. I'm sorry to have everybody against you, Lindsay, as you are our guest.
I don't care.
I was
girl.
pretty bored. At least you're secure. I mean, we know you're
Yep.
secure. So
Yeah.
I was actually I had a hard time getting into it when I first watched it, and I fell asleep. And I watched it again this morning and really enjoyed it. I think that there were a lot of it was very apparent that a lot of thought was put into it and a lot of care. It looked beautiful, like everyone said. I love the focus pull on the dad when he discovers the reindeer that have been butchered. It was really pretty. It was a pretty shot. And the sense of humor was great. I thought that it was adorably deadpan and all of the acting was fantastic. I definitely saw a lot of similarities between this movie and The City of Lost Children. And if you have not seen that movie, it's got a very similar vibe, right down to a emaciated old man dressed as Santa Claus.
Oh.
And I highly recommend it.
The movie Troll Hunter has a very similar feel to it.
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Yep.
I think some of the same people might have been involved. I think
Were they? I was wondering.
one of the guy with the real rockin' mustache,
Yeah.
goatee combo. I'm pretty sure he's in Troll Hunter.
Who wore the
I have a hard time
aviators the
keeping
whole
all their
time?
names straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love Troll Hunter.
Yeah,
Heck
Troll
yeah.
Hunter is fantastic. I thought the little boy was absolutely adorable. I thought, in contrast to what you thought, Lindsay, about the kids, I thought the moral of this story was to listen to your kids because they are smart and they are very tough as well. So don't keep things from them because they're very capable of handling it. Mm-hmm. That's kind of my opinion. I don't have kids, obviously. I don't know from firsthand, but I definitely think that's what this movie was trying to say. This little boy was incredibly capable, and if they had listened to him sooner, they would have done better. And I love that they gave him an action hero line at the end of the movie, just like a John McClane. Isn't that his name? Bruce
Yeah, and
Willis
plus he's also, it's very similar,
Yes.
actually, now that you think about it, because
Yeah.
he's got the walkie-talkie and he's hanging there,
He's
like,
hanging, yeah.
exposed to the outside and giving orders. And
hanging from a helicopter on a
It's like all of a
walkie-talkie.
sudden a great action movie.
Exactly. Take the kids home. It's past their bedtime.
Yeah.
Come on, that's great.
Can
Where
I?
he's like, I'm not, or I won't be coming back or something, and then he lets go.
That's right.
Am I the only one that part in Rare Exports made cry a little bit, just a touch?
Oh, no, not at all.
No, my husband cried.
Yes. Great job,
Yeah,
Pete.
he cried.
I think I definitely teared up a bit during the Christmas Eve dinner
Oh, yeah.
when the little boy's asking his dad what he did wrong and stuff, or what if I didn't
Oh, yeah.
exist.
That was sweet.
And his dad was crying. I thought that was pretty great. That got me.
Yeah.
It just made me hungry for gingerbread.
Yeah, it did.
They did look really good.
There's nothing much worse than seeing dads cry,
Yeah.
I don't think. Like, I don't know. I've seen my dad cry just a very few handful of times over deaths of dogs and things of that nature.
deaths
but
of
it is
dogs.
the worst thing to witness.
It's definitely uncomfortable, but it gets you.
I don't think I've ever seen my dad cry, actually.
Well, if you ever do, it's going to be terrible to see.
Especially because you've never seen it yet.
Warning.
I don't know, Eddie. I mean,
Spoiler.
based on how I feel about this movie, I'm pretty heartless. So I might be cool.
You might be.
She might be like, suck it up, Dad.
Yeah. Jesus, Dad.
You're such a pussy.
I have to get to work. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue in the
Coming home, Dad, I don't know.
But I will make a differentiation between the two shorts in this feature film because I really enjoyed both of the shorts actually. A lot more than I enjoyed this film. So there. I thought that they were much more
Interesting.
original and interesting.
They were very funny. I liked them a lot. I wanted to ask you guys, did you believe in Santa Claus when you were kids?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Probably. I don't know that I actually remember it, because I think
Well, you're
actually,
the
I do
oldest.
kind of remember it. I am the oldest, and one of my earlier memories is walking out, like, in the living room area on Christmas Eve and seeing my parents. But I don't remember, like,
And catching them.
catching them putting presents out there and stuff. But I don't necessarily remember, like, feeling broken up or shocked.
You didn't feel betrayed or anything.
No, I don't remember that at all.
I was just thinking about that. I don't remember really ever believing in Santa Claus because I'm the youngest and my brother and sister were a lot older and I had HBO, so
Sure.
I didn't believe any of that stuff
If there's
growing up.
anything HBO teaches you, it's that Santa's not real.
And a lot about boobs
And that there are a lot of boobs out there.
murdering. Yeah.
I can say without question that my mother telling me that Santa wasn't real is one of the saddest memories of my childhood.
Aw.
Oh.
It was extremely heartbreaking. It's like
Set that up for us. Why did your mom tell you that?
okay.
Did she think it was time?
Well, so I believed in Santa a lot longer than most kids do. I had show and tell when I was in the second grade, and people were talking about things that, different people had given them. And I did a show and tell item, and I mentioned the tooth fairy. And as soon as I said it out loud, I had this feeling like, oh my gosh, I've made a huge mistake. And I almost burst into tears in front of the whole class because it was almost this like instant feeling that I realized that I was wrong. But no one told me, actually. Everyone was very kind and no one said it to me. But I guess my teacher told my mom, and my mom had to sit me down because my teacher didn't want the other kids to tell me. So my mom actually had to sit me down and tell me that, that there is no Santa. But she believes that Santa is just the best of all of us that want other people to be happy and believe in magic.
Aw, that's nice, though.
Yeah.
Or he's an
Good
evil
job,
elf.
Princess Mom.
I know, or
Yes.
evil. But yeah, I was hysterical. It's funny. I have 3 really sad memories when I was very young, which I would say 7 or younger. 1 is finding out about Santa. 2 is my great-grandmother dying. And 3 is watching my dad shoot a rabbit. So there you go. Those are the 3 worst memories that apparently are all equal to me as a child.
Well, that was kind of why I wondered, because he's so upset. It kind of, signals the transition for him to leaving his childhood stuff behind, knowing that the adults have been lying to him, and he goes and does his own research, and he finds out, like, oh, Santa is actually this awful monster. And it comes from the Finnish culture. They call Santa Joulupuki, which means Yule goat. And the pictures of him are the pictures from the movie. I mean, they're these creepy, this kind of devil-looking, kind of Baphomet-looking dude that looks more like Krampus than a Santa.
A huge one.
Yeah. And it's just a funny kind of telescoping of the betrayal that you feel when you find out that adults have been lying to you all along.
Or that life isn't like a magical, glowing, happy place. You know, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
You have to set traps for huge wolves and carcasses everywhere.
You're an adult now. Life is terrible.
Though. I didn't feel betrayed at all when my mom told me. That's not the feeling that I felt. I felt like a deep sadness, like all of the magic had been sucked out of the world. So...
I guess you had been told in a very nice way,
yeah.
So it was better for you.
It wasn't necessarily like an abrupt... But still, I find it
Someone
interesting
sat you down.
Yeah, she sat me down.
You are the one of all of us who doesn't like this movie that's sort of about being able to easily put yourself in sort of a child-like mentality about believing in Santa and that sort of fairy tale stuff. And you held on to the idea of, like, the Tooth Fairy and Santa longer than all of us.
And the Easter Bunny. Yeah.
The Easter Bunny, I have
never
zero conscious memory of that at all.
You know, the only one that I kind of thought might be real until at least like mid-elementary school were leprechauns.
Wow.
For some reason, sounded plausible to me.
Oh.
I believed in ghosts until I was pretty old. I believed in ghosts until I was probably like 20.
Well, lots of people believe in ghosts now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. I would recommend this movie. I don't know if I said that or not, but I would.
Good.
I think you should watch it. It sort of did feel... It's very short. I don't think it's even an hour and a half. I think it's like an hour and 18 minutes or something.
It's an hour and 23 minutes.
Okay. It doesn't feel quite like an entire movie, but I did really like it. And I think if you watch it and enjoy it, you should definitely check out the shorts, because altogether I think they make something really neat.
Or just check out the shorts, because I didn't like it, and I really enjoyed the shorts. So
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So many options.
Or don't check
I guess
anything out.
Yeah, there was 3, really, but
yeah.
still.
Oh, you know, I didn't pronounce the mountains that I was going to pronounce. Do you want me to do it just so that everyone knows that I can say Korvatunturi? Korvatunturi Mountains.
It's beautiful.
You know,
That's where it's the home of Father Christmas in lore, according to lore and legend.
I'm really embarrassed to say, and I don't know if I'm alone, that when this movie started, I immediately Googled where this place was because I wanted to see it on a map. And not only did I not know that it bordered Russia, it shares Finland's entire border is Russia. And Pete and I were just saying that as embarrassingly overeducated as the two of us are, we had no idea that those two nations touched each other. And I was like, that's really embarrassing. We were both talking about how we are both huge failures of the educational system in America.
You're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah, I think
no
Americans don't really know much geography.
No, I knew they bordered each other, but I would not in any way say that I was any sort of geography whiz. That's just one of the few things I happen to know.
You were a history major. I suppose that might help a little. You probably looked at maps more than me.
Right, but I couldn't tell you, like, what borders Idaho.
Oh, really?
Anybody?
I
did know Finland was next to Russia, so, I mean, it's just a random thing.
You know, I think that I actually don't know too much about Finland, purely because most of my knowledge as an adult is based on food. And so if I don't eat a lot of food from a specific area, I don't know that much about the country, which is very sad. But, yeah, most of my geography is now food-based.
Maybe you should try eating some reindeer.
Okay, I'm not that much of a
Or
meat
potatoes.
eater. I draw the line, Amy.
A precious reindeer.
Because they're precious?
I actually...
Just go home. Go get some gingerbread cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gingerbread.
Does anyone know with the reindeer that they were slaughtering, was the purpose for the meat or was it for the hides and the antlers?
It was the meat.
But all the
I
stuff.
kinda think
and
it
the
was
rest
all
of
of the
stuff,
things.
yeah. But they said, our fridges will be filled.
Right. But they obviously used the horns for things because those were the doors to, like, their work areas.
Yeah. And I loved that they took the actual giant Santa monster's antlers.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
amazing.
That was great.
It's very satisfying.
I can't believe that they took that. I would be freaked out. Like, there's a huge demon we need to blow up with, like, dynamite, but we've got the time to take off these horns.
Those
They
men were
handle it
badasses.
relatively calmly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super
For
calm,
real.
Yeah.
That's because they were all obeying orders from Little
Right.
P.
I just kept seeing so many similarities between the let's call ourselves Appalachian American culture,
Right.
and these Finland folk, because that's exactly what anyone in my family would have done. It's like, all right, we slayed this giant monster. Let's take its rack.
Souvenir.
Right.
Souvenir.
They're definitely
It
hillbillies.
brought me deep joy. I was like,
Plus,
man,
what
I
else
think
do they have to do out there?
me and these Finnish dudes could kick it.
Yeah. You would enjoy them, I think, and they'd enjoy you.
So basically, the entire point of this podcast is that we're going to start a GoFundMe so that Eddie can go to Finland and
Yeah.
just have a nice
Yeah.
week or two, hang out.
I'm gonna ride snowmobiles and shoot reindeer, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be amazing.
And make some
Make
wolf
that happen.
traps.
Wolf traps. Oh, it'd be so good.
Herd some Santas.
See lots of naked old men.
Yeah. Flip-flopping around.
Ew.
Let's give our ratings. I will start with this. I am going to rate this a 4.
Wow.
Yes. I when I finished watching it, when I woke up the day after I fell asleep when I was supposed to watch it, I would not have thought I would have rated this a 4, but it worked so well for me the second time I watched it. I really enjoyed it.
Interesting.
I would recommend I was trying to decide whether or not I would tell my parents to watch this. And I wasn't sure.
I don't think your parents would like this.
You don't think so?
No, I don't see that.
Do you think that the penises would upset them? I think that it would be funny. One of the things I thought it was hilarious that my mom laughed about was when we were watching Arrested Development together, and Oscar is standing with his robe open and he's naked. And Lucille says, "Close your robe, you look like the window of a butcher shop." My mom laughed so hard at that maybe she would enjoy Rare Exports. What do you think?
She's
think she
obviously
would
fine
think it
with,
was
like, teen
boring.
humor.
Right. You think they think it was boring? Well, I know they don't care for subtitles, and that is something that we run into a lot. I don't know.
Then I'd say that's probably a risky recommendation for the parents.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
But I could definitely say I would safely recommend this to people who are not necessarily horror fans, and they'd probably get a kick out of it if they were not Lindsay.
Yeah, it's not scary at all.
No,
So, yeah.
I didn't think it was scary. What do you want to rate this, Lindsay?
I like 2.5. It was very pretty, and I thought that the little boy was adorable, but it was boring, and once again, it wasn't scary. And if it doesn't scare me, I don't think it should be called a horror movie. I stand by that. That's my credo.
Boom.
You're very committed to your feelings, and I like that.
What's not to like?
Jamie?
I think I would rate this a 3.5. I would like to watch it again, but I'm not going to do it a 4, even though I was sort of tempted, because, I don't know, as much as I liked it, it's still sort of Christmassy themed, which I really just have a hard time with Christmas movies. And I didn't necessarily love it. I wasn't in the best frame of mind, which is my fault, but I liked it a lot, so I'm going to go with 3.5 now. It was super great to watch, and I love any sort of fantasy fairy tale story, like folklore mythology revealed. I love that kind of shit. I eat it up.
Oh,
So
yeah.
3.5.
Beautiful. Eddie, what you want to rate this?
I'm going 5 stars on this bad boy.
Whoa!
I dropped it. I really love this movie. It's got all the things you want. It's got the fantasy elements. I love that trope. The trope everyone else hates, that's like my favorite movie formula. Like, give me some kids that are in on some information, and then they end up saving the day.
I was
I don't
thinking about you wanting rooting for the kids in Goodnight Mommy when I was watching this. And this is nice for you because it's as if the kids from Goodnight Mommy were right, you know?
And they were smart children. And were doing the correct things. And instead of being
Not
dummies and
junior
making a
psychopaths.
documentary, they were putting on armor and setting Santa traps. I was like, yes, kid.
His little, the cardboard he taped to his butt because he saw the pictures of Santa spanking the kids. So cute. And he tries to convince his little friend. He's like, here, put this on your butt.
Your friend has a mullet and one earring. You're not going to convince that kid to do anything.
That kid clearly...
He clearly marches to the beat of his own drummer.
Susie, wrap us up for the ratings. What do you want to do?
3.5. I mean, a good film. I enjoyed it. I had a couple problems with it, though, so, you know, middle of the road.
I like that we've ranged all over again, guys.
Yeah.
Well done, everyone, for having different opinions. Look at us.
It's okay to have a different opinion as long as you're not a jerk about it.
Is that a real song?
It is now.
Oh, okay. I was like, I've never heard that before.
Do, 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 do. So yeah, that's what we think. Let us know what you think. Contact us in the various ways and give us your feedback. And I wanted to talk about, Lindsay pointed out something that I think is a good idea. Since we do talk about a lot of things that you might not be able to get for free on streaming, some suggestions for movies that are out on streaming that are good horror movies that you can watch now.
For free.
Give them to us.
At home.
In your own home.
Or
for
at
free.
work. I don't
If you like
recommend
this,
that,
watch
though.
Troll Hunter. It's on Netflix streaming.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They're very
for sure.
similar regional fantastical creature monster movies. It's great.
I second that.
I think in that vein, you should probably mention The Babadook. It also features, you know, mainly a child and a parent. And it's on Netflix, and Amy loves that movie. I know that.
I love
have
the
not
shit
seen
out
it
of that movie.
because I'm really, really scared of it, so I haven't watched it yet. I would probably lose consciousness watching that.
It's probably a little too scary for you, bud.
I'm
Probably a
friends
little
with,
too scary.
I haven't seen it yet, but my buddy is still scared of watching it. He said he couldn't even finish it. He's a grown man. He said he's really creeped out and really scared of the Babadook.
Babadook's scary as hell.
He said it's just too weird to think about.
I thought that The Others was really creepy, and that's streaming on Netflix.
Which one is that? What is that about?
The Others is the movie with Nicole Kidman.
Oh, I have seen
It's
that.
a
Oh,
good
I
old-fashioned ghost story. That's probably scary
I
as
did
hell
like
to
that
you,
movie.
Lindsay.
But that is the same trope, where the kids kind of know something's going on, and the mom's not listening.
Sweet formula, baby.
Yeah, it's the same. I was thinking about that today, that was
Where all
another
the good
example.
stuff comes from.
It is, because you are helpless as a child. You have no control over your life, and nobody listens to you. It is a very scary thing. Mm-hmm. It's fertile
Okay.
ground for horror.
So Hulu is finally getting movies. Has anyone else noticed that? I feel like it's just within the past couple of months that you can actually watch movies on Hulu that aren't just complete garbage. A movie that would be a Lindsay type movie would be Kiss the Girls. I know it's technically not a horror movie, that it's more of a thriller, but I really like that movie. And I'm really glad that I'm now solidly in my 30s, and I think that I'm probably too old to be kidnapped. Like, I don't
know. You're still small. Someone could easily mistake you for a child.
I just feel
Pocket
like
size.
no one would want to pull me in a van. Like, I'm too old. Like, I'm definitely not virginal anymore. Like, had a kid. Nobody wants this one, you know? They don't want to put me in a hole in a basement or anything. I'm good.
I guess if they saw you from the back and you had a little hat on, they might think you were a child. I've worried about that.
They
a
might
little
pull
bit.
you in the van. I mean, they may
They
you
knock
back
you
out
out of the
after
van.
10
Yeah.
minutes
Once
they
they turn
realize
you
what
around,
they've
maybe
done.
they'd kick you out of the van.
We've made a huge mistake.
Right. They'll just turn around, plop you back on the curb.
Sorry
where
about
they
that, ma'am.
grabbed you.
Misunderstanding.
Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Looks like they also have Friday the 13th on Hulu. That's nice. The original. And on Amazon, there's some good stuff. We're going to be doing Spring pretty soon. That was a movie that came out in 2015. One of my favorites of the year. And that one is on Amazon Prime.
I really liked that one.
So do check that one out, too. And Netflix, we talked about a couple, but if you want something that's funny and scary, like we've been talking about so much lately, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is on there.
Oh, yes.
And
Oh, that's
another
great.
really good, kind of overlooked horror movie from 2015 was Creep, which is available on Netflix streaming. And there have been mixed reviews on that movie, but it unsettled me quite a bit. And I
Yeah.
thought it was very interesting.
Ditto. I enjoyed it.
So those are some other things that you can check out when you're waiting for another recommendation from us.
Oh, we also talked about The Descent earlier, and that's on Amazon.
Yeah,
Oh, excellent. I liked that one also.
a movie with all females. As a flip side to this one.
Let's make a big whoop about it.
That's right. Let's mention it in every goddamn review we do of the movie.
Right.
We can talk about that one another time, because I do feel like there's some stuff in that I found kind of problematic, even though it was such a lady-centered movie. But, for now, we're going to be going. We got things to do.
Mm-hmm. Parties to hit.
That's right. Nog to drink.
Gross.
Yeah, it is gross. Hopefully you are having a wonderful Christmas. We hope to get this out right around that time. If you celebrate that, have a great time. If you don't, have a great time celebrating whatever you celebrate. For our next
Time off
episode...
work.
Yeah, even if it's just time off work. Because everybody likes that. Our next episode is going to be on The Battery, which is a very low-budget zombie post-apocalyptic film that is available on Netflix streaming. So while you're off work, do a little watching. I think it's also on Amazon Prime.
I think so too.
So either one. Check out The Battery, and you can hear us talk about it in a couple of weeks.
Word.
Lindsay, thanks for joining us again. We enjoyed having you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
It was our pleasure. That'll wrap it up. I have been Amy.
Jamie?
I'm Eddie.
Susie?
Lindsay.
Perfect, guys. Happy holidays.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
That'll do.